Couple bodies from the club dealing with this hangover.
Oh, yeah. You bring the crowns and heads of conquered kings to my city steps. You insult my queen. You threaten my people with slavery and death. Oh, I've chosen my words carefully, Persian. Perhaps you should have done the same. This is blasphemy. This is madness. Madness? This is Sparta! Name that movie.
300.
Hey.
I was literally thinking in my head. I was like, is it 800? Is it 900?
Wow.
What number is it?
Yo, I watched that movie for the first time in a long fucking time. Because you always remember the memes. This is Sparta.
Absolutely.
You forget the fucking chills you get
Absolutely.
when he actually does it. That bitch said, what the queen told him? She told him something, and the messenger looks at her and was like, what makes this woman think she could speak upon men? Because only Spartan women give birth to real men. That movie has so many quotes. Give them nothing, but take from them everything. This is where we hold them. This is where we fight. This is where they die. All right, last one. Throw down your weapons. Persians, come and get them.
We're not going to talk about the creepiest one.
Do tell.
You're not going to like this.
It will not be quick. This will not be quick. You will not enjoy this. I am not your king. But her get back was rape. Like, that was the only part of the movie that I feel like she could have dropped the N-word and got away with it. Was like later on when like she did it so that way he would back her in front of the council.
Right.
And then completely flips on her, calls her a whore.
Yep.
And like all of this stuff. I just feel like she should have been like, and dropped the N-word. Like Kevin Hart.
Nigga, help me.
Welcome, everybody, to the Hangover Podcast. I am your host, Trey, a.k.a. Walter White, a.k.a. I gotta stop watching animal documentaries. It's so bad. I turned one on early to let my son watch it. Nicole came out crying while I was trying to smoke a cigarette. Sitting across from me, as always, is Takeoff Music's very own Mr. TRTL. Sitting to his right. Oh, he's not here again today. Sitting to the ghosts is Nia. Sitting to his right, we have... Is it because it's late?
Yes.
We have the beautiful. We have the illustrious. We have the baby mama without the drama, but she'll kick a dude down a well.
And name him Jeffrey Dahmer.
And then we'll fight the Persians. I already did the 300 reference. Miss Nikki P.
Hello.
I didn't know how to do that.
I didn't know what to do there. So, how was everybody's week?
Fabulous.
It was long.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fucking gruesome. And it's hot.
Yeah.
Hot as shit.
Yeah, that heat is getting old quick. I'm already over it. Oh shit! No, we had an interesting week. We got to go eat like kings. I got a gift certificate to a nice little 5-star restaurant, nice. And I know the people there. And we go and we start eating, and they just kept bringing us shit. Hell yeah. That's the best feeling in the world when you can look around at other tables like fucking peasants. The chef comes over to the table and you're like, hey, how you doing, man? It's good to see you. And oh, let's bring you something. Yeah, come on, man. Fucking bring me something. The next thing you know, we got a table full of food. It's like, this is at least $1,000 worth of food. I ain't paying for it, though. The biggest thing you can always take away from me, personally, is if you see me with nice things, it's not because I'm balling. It's because I spend my money poorly.
Facts.
Shut up, Nicole.
Facts.
Oh,
It's
shit.
because he decided to get it without talking to me about
I
it
can't
first.
talk to you about it because you're going to tell me no.
No, right, yeah. That's why I didn't ask advice when I
Right.
got this fucking chain. I just bought the fucking chain. I don't give a fuck what you think I do with my money. It's my money, goddammit.
But then after the dinner, we were pretty full, and we decided to walk to. We had a couple hours to kill before we had parents' night out with my family. So we went to House of Blues, and they had a nice little rave going on. We had a couple of drinky drinks, and the fucking weirdos came out that usually come out during raves.
The freaks come out.
Yeah, I don't know why they got to dress like that. I don't know why they got to dress like that. Are you eating our son's
The freaks come
streaks?
out.
First off, these are mine.
Oh, okay.
Mind your business. Continue.
And then from there, we ended up going to this fancy ass cocktail bar, and I can say, with like the bottom of my chest, I'll never go there again. It was a beautiful fucking place. For the little while that we were there, the service was amazing, and the drinks were actually fire. But there is nowhere on the planet that I'm paying $18 a drink and gonna keep going there.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, cuz. And then, like, it's not like you're paying $18 for a drink and then you're getting it like this. This would be, I'd pay $18 for that. You know what I mean? I'm not getting a bucket full of vodka. No, I'm getting what was that first drink that I got? It was like, dude, it was like the glass was like that big.
It was like that big.
Yeah, and like
One of the
full.
little, like, I don't even know what they're called.
Drink better
It's
be
like a
laced with
martini
acid.
glass, but like the tips of it are bent over.
Yeah. So it's not like a solid triangle. It was like a little.
It was a small fucking cup.
Yeah, I
small
can't think of
fucking cup. It was like the. So we had what? I think I had 2 drinks, and then I went to go order the third. Nicole was like, "Nope,"
Yes.
because like what they do is too with those fucking like establishments, they put these like wild fucking drinks on there, and you're like, "That sounds amazing." It was like, what did I get? It was like passion fruit with like some sort of vodka, and then they had like thyme in it, and and like just like I don't remember what the entirety of it was, but I just remember reading it going, that sounds fucking delicious. Fuck yeah, I'll have that. And then they bring it to me in the glass, and I'm like, is this it? Like, does it come in parts?
Right.
Where's the sequel? You know, but
You still got to mix it. It's the,
is this just like the appetizer before they bring out the actual cocktail? That's what they should start doing more. Have a appetizer drink menu so you can order like your actual drink for the dinner. But first you get these little mini drinky drinks that don't cost an arm and a leg. But yeah, I think we just kind of had that. We got to go out. We had some drinks. And then we ended up going back, kind of finishing off at the House of Blues. We actually went on Bourbon Street for a little while. We can still fucking hang. You know what I'm saying? And then we went home.
word.
We got home about 4 a.m. And
Proud of you.
Yeah, I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of us.
And then
We only yawned a handful of times.
and then we almost beat up a gay dude.
Of course.
I didn't want to.
Is that why you're wearing the Batman shirt?
No, because yeah, to show I'm still an ally. But some of you guys are pricks. No, it was just that it was one of those.
I'm an ally, but you can still get
You can still anybody could get these paws, but I'm an ally at the end of the day. Like I while I'm beating your ass, I hope you get right still. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But like no, we was in there and we was hanging out and this dude and like I mean I can't speak for we went to a gay bar.
Right.
And while we're hanging out there with my gay cousins, we weren't just hanging out at a gay bar.
Not that it matters.
But
Never know.
just just checking stuff out. You know what I'm saying? But while we were there, this guy kind of came up, and I think he I can't speak for what my cousin saw because I didn't see it happen. But we were all a little intoxicated already, and I think this person just got really friendly really quickly, and he came up and like he did something, and like my cousin kind of like hit him with the calm voice, like the way you could tell he was drunk, and then it was like he's looking at my cousin's wife. And he's like, do you know him? And she's like, no, I don't know who that is. And then she was like, okay, so dude, come on. Like, you gotta go. Like, she was being nice.
Right.
And then a couple of minutes later, he comes walking back up and like, again, I think he's just drunk and friendly, but won't go away. And I'm already drunk. So in my head, I'm like, just get aggressive quick.
Right.
So he comes up and like we're trying to ignore him. He's like kind of dancing behind us, and we're just like letting it go. And then finally he bumps into my cousin, and she kind of turns and looks at me and goes, "Bro, don't touch me." And like that's when I like snap, and I'm just like, "Bro, how many times does she have to ask you? Walk the fuck away."
Right.
And he like kind of hit us with the, Jeez, like what is y'all's problem?
Loosen up, guys.
It's not like y'all didn't ask me not 2 minutes ago to leave y'all alone, but y'all are the assholes. And then like a couple of minutes later, he came like made a beeline toward us, like he had something to say. And this time I just whipped as fast as I could. I'm like, dude, I'm done talking to you.
Right.
Go away. Like the next time, I'm not gonna talk.
Right.
And in the back of my head, I'm like, can you hit a gay guy? Like, can I hit Can I hit a gay guy?
As long as you don't call him the F word while you do it.
Facts. Okay, cool. Which would have never happened. I just want to state for the record, it's not like
I
that.
don't know. You never know in fits of anger, man.
You always go for the low blow when you're like, need pause.
I will say, I'm pretty sure what was happening in his mind was that he was having fun. We were like, get away from us. And in his drunken state, he's trying to like solve the problem.
Yeah.
And so he kept coming back like, look, I'm cool.
We're fun.
Right.
We're having
And
fun.
It was not.
But I don't care who you are. Cool. If it's the third time I've had to ask you to go away.
Right.
Like we're done here.
Right.
I've had those moments where I've been the drunk belligerent idiot and I offended some people and I was
Absolutely.
like, no. Like I'm cool, guys. And then it was like,
Go away, Scott.
Gotta let it go. You just gotta let it go.
Go away, Scott.
Unfortunately, there's 3 people out of the 7 billion on this planet that are just gonna think you're an asshole.
Absolutely.
And then it just goes up from there every weekend. But yeah, overall, like I said, what was funny was I ended up going outside. The management ended up kicking him out. And they all knew him, which was amazing. Like, that felt like a dub for us because they were all like, yeah, we know him. He's cool. And then, like, 5 minutes later, they came up to us. They're like, yeah, we kicked him out. Like, fuck him.
Right.
Y'all are being cool. He was being too much.
Fuck him.
So I'm outside talking to him. Nicole had made a comment earlier in the night how she was like, I kind of want to, like, are there any lesbian clubs around here? And do you want to explain that?
No.
Oh, okay.
There was just a lot of gays.
There's just a lot of gay guys. And she was
Which
like,
is fine.
I have no interest in things that have no interest in me.
I would rather see things I'm attracted to than hang around with a bunch of like imprinted
Hard legs.
penises around.
Hairless men.
So,
A bunch of hard legs.
yeah. Not that they're not fun.
Sausage party.
Oh, they're so
I
much
just
fun.
wanted something else.
But then I'm outside talking to one of the managers, and I mentioned like, yeah, do y'all know where any like lesbian clubs are? He's like, because my old lady was like, looking for, and he was like, they don't really have any.
Yeah, I'm about to say, I'm pretty sure the gay club is the lesbian club.
Well, the reason being apparently is because they've tried, and all it ends up turning into is a bunch of straight dudes showing up trying to turn them out.
Of course.
So it's like, yeah, they can't have that. And then, yeah, right.
I just figured that's how it worked. Like, if you're lesbian, you still go to the gay club.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just called the gay club.
But then I also think that a lot
when
of men.
did we get away from the generalization of gay doesn't mean that you like the same sex? When did we get to the generalization that gay is for dudes and lesbians for chicks?
That I don't know.
I was thinking about that earlier.
Yeah, because I thought in general, like when a lesbian tells you they're lesbian, they say, I'm gay.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't say, I'm lesbian. I mean, they might.
Some have.
I had a
fucking
whole
know.
conversation in my head
I'm
about
not in
that.
this thing. Go ahead. Nick.
I was thinking, because I was like,
It's not meant for us to understand.
normally when people say gay, they just mean like they're like the same sex. But why is it that lesbian has their own term?
Right.
But
women
gay
get
is
everything.
kind of like a blanket statement.
Right.
But then there's lesbian.
Yo, somebody let us know, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody let us know.
Yeah.
But then
I was
also,
curious.
Text your cousins right now.
no,
Why?
But
they don't keep up with all the
trends.
She's gonna be like, nigga, I'm gay. Shut up.
I don't fucking know. I'm gay. But she, but yeah, and then in the back of my head, I'm like, the other thing that people forget about lesbian bars too is like these dudes are probably showing up there thinking that they're just gonna see a bunch of Kim Kardashians dude. Most of them chicks are gonna look like Jack Black.
Yes. Absolutely.
hey.
No,
I mean, now we're being honest. We know there's types. They know there's types.
There's hot lesbians, and then there's also hot lesbians that happen to look like Jack Black. That are also beautiful.
Have you not seen Ruby Rose? That is a beautifully handsome woman.
Yes. Yes, she is.
And she looks manlier than I do, and like not in a bad way, like, because she's still sexy. Anyway. But yeah, that was yeah, just keep digging the grave, Scott. Just keep digging it deeper. But But yeah, so I had fun.
I will say I started my weekend going to a food fight, which was very, very fun.
The food festival that this B-word got invited to, and I had to sit home and watch the kid while she sent me pictures of all this.
Did you say B-word?
Yeah. All this delicious
I was wondering what you
fucking
just
food.
called me.
Why don't you just call her a bunt? It's like a bitch and a cunt at the same time, but you don't say it.
You bunt.
Wow.
Continue.
I created that one as a safe word.
I had never heard of it. I think it's only its second year, but it's like an off branch of Top Taco, which also a lot of people haven't heard of. But like you literally pay a fairly large like amount for the ticket, but once you're in there, it's free alcohol and free food.
Lit.
I think the VIP ticket was $135.
Yeah,
and all things considered.
And for the VIP, you got in an hour early, and the other tickets were $85.
So you got hotter food than everybody else.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
And you got to beat the lines.
My friend who I went with was one of the judges, so we got to get in at like 5:20.
Ooh.
Because she had to judge certain things. And so we had like that 40-minute time period to just kind of like hit all the tints we could after she got done her judging, which only took like 20 minutes.
Thought you were talking about something else. You started clapping your hands. I was like, oh.
Which brings us around to the gay bars.
But
that's why you wanted to go in this.
correct. I got my taste.
I got my taco taste.
Rock, paper, scissors.
But the cocktails are fabulous, and the food was fabulous, and anyone considering it in the future should definitely give it a try.
Fuck yeah.
I enjoyed that I got to go for free, so I could like see how it was before spending money. Nice. It did get very crowded though, so if you get those $85 tickets, expect there to be some lines by the time you get them.
Yeah, so you should probably just spring, get like the good ticket, and at least be able to enjoy the food. And then later
for at least
on, when everybody
hour.
gets there, you can go stand in whatever line it was you wanted. Fuck.
What was that?
Fireworks.
Somebody get shot at?
It's a big ass gun.
Right?
There was this one cocktail that I'm pretty sure was the best fucking cocktail I've ever consumed in my life.
Did you get the recipe?
It had
I got
foam on it.
all the ingredients for it, but I don't know like the
Measurements.
Yeah, and it was a lot. There was like chai tea in it. It was guava. There was a lavender pea foam on top. There was so much, but it was like heaven. We went back to that booth 5 times while we were there and got that damn cocktail.
That?
Huh?
Pea what?
Pea foam?
Pea foam. Yeah.
Like from peas?
I don't know. I don't know these answers these questions that you ask.
You gotta stop trying to feed me while you give me alcohol.
Pea foam. It was a lavender butterfly pea foam.
Huh.
I don't know. I can't explain it, but it was fantastic. It's from Observatory 11, and apparently they're going to add it to their menu. So whenever it finally gets added to their menu, I'm going to get that.
It's going to be a $19 fucking drink.
That's fine. I will go pay that money for that beverage. That is how wonderful it tasted. But yeah, I started my Thursday with that, and Friday with the dinner, and Saturday
morning with the Bourbon Street.
Nice.
I didn't realize that fucking Tropic Isle closed so early, bro.
Yeah.
This motherfucker
Bro, I just
trying to
wanted
get a hand grenade.
It's been so long.
Oh, no.
I was like, let's just do it. Let's just get one.
18?
Correct.
I probably haven't had one since I was 18.
I always talk people into getting a shark attack instead. I'm like, look, bro,
Because you get a show.
save yourself the hangover. Go get a shark attack. You'll be fine in the morning. It'll get you just as drunk, and you'll be fine.
And you get a cool little show before you
yeah,
get to
he's
drink
a little
it.
shark. Kill the little scuba Steve. 2 things, though, before we go into the show. 1, happy birthday to my little sister. Today's her birthday. 20th birthday to the Wooch.
What up, Aliyah? Aliyah's on fire.
And number 2, Scott, go ahead and tell him what kind of vape I got. I seen this shit and I wanted to try it, so I'm making Scott try it with me.
It has coffee tobacco, 5%.
Try it.
I don't know what none of this means.
Coffee and
Should I be
tobacco.
scared?
I don't know how it would taste.
Have you not had this yet?
Nope.
All right. First impressions. It does not have a bad coffee taste.
Okay.
And I don't really drink coffee.
That's why
So this is actually not horrible. Like, it does kind of leave that coffee aftertaste in your mouth. So I'm kind of like... But it's actually not bad. Would the coffee drinker like to?
Hit it, Nikki.
Give it a little hit. Give it a little hit
Just
seat.
a little puff.
Little puffers.
I'm cool with things. I like my lungs.
That's actually not bad.
It's actually not bad at all. There you
I
go.
feel like it would be a
impressed.
good like morning.
Yeah, let's say you need your morning pick me
Yeah.
up. Fuck
Like
having
as you're sipping your coffee, you can still do that and it not like interfere.
with the flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
That's actually not bad at
Yeah,
all.
yeah, that's a good fucking hell yeah. Thank you.
What's the name of that company?
This is the Fume,
Give it to him.
Fume.
That's actually pretty fucking good.
Yeah,
As far
that's
as
pretty fucking
flavors
good.
go, that's pretty good.
I wasn't expect. They had one called Cuban tobacco, and I was like, nah, that's a little too
Ooh,
much.
that's gonna hurt.
That's a little too much. I was like, let me get the coffee tobacco, try it out.
That's gonna hurt your fucking chest.
That's actually pretty good.
But yeah. So, needless to say, the next morning we wake up and my cousins are calling me again because they stayed in town, and they were just like, "Yeah, we're gonna go swimming and have some White Russians or Bloody Marys."
I seen y'all, which y'all went to like a little communal pool.
Yeah, my aunt lives in this little area now that's got like the pool
Pool
for
in the
everybody,
front.
but there was
It's
nobody
like
there.
condos.
Yeah, nah, that's I was about to say that'd be the best ones because nobody wants to go to that shit. And
Yeah.
Typically, them motherfuckers got their own pool.
Yeah, so it worked out. But fuck, there was something else. Oh yeah, so yeah, we got to go get drunk by the pool and just fucking relax.
Word.
And like we put Grayson in something that kind of like floated, and he was so content. I was like, "Thank you, Jesus," because in the morning he was just in that mood where he was just walking around going, "Ah!" And I was like, "I need to teach you what a hangover means, son."
Oh my god!
And loud noises are just not it.
But we actually did come out pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
especially for the amount we drank that night. We actually woke up not bad. Like, I had a bit of a headache.
Right.
But
I was a
didn't
little
have-
nauseous, but
yeah.
I've been much, much worse. And I
Yeah.
feel like we were literally consistently drinking from the start of dinner through the 4 a.m. And we were
We always
not
had a drink in
bad.
our hand.
I was very, very proud of us.
Except for the Uber rides.
See, I can tell my body is getting to the point where it's like, nigga, you don't be drinking enough to be drinking. 'Cause after a long night of drinking, I wake up in the morning and I need everything greasy. I need everybody to be
Yeah.
fucking
Well,
quiet.
so do we. There's been times we finish this show and we'll go out there, sit on the porch and talk before everybody leaves. And then I go inside, go to bed, wake up like,
Yep.
from my porch.
Yep.
And then like we actually did an entire night out and then came home, woke up, and like I said, I had a headache. And like Grayson screaming did not help. But for the most part, we bounced back. The other thing that happened this week, but before we move on, and I just want to say this because this was a milestone, I guess, if you will. But I did get the call that baby girl wanted me to accompany her to the cemetery to go visit her father. And you can go ahead. Big moment. But fuck, man.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Like, put it like this. I went to the cemetery with her and then went to work later that day. So I think I got her at 10 o'clock? Dropped her back off around noon, 12:30. I hung out for a little while and then I had to fuck off and go to work.
Right.
2 days later, my boss is sitting in his office. I have to go in there and get something from him. And they had one of my other coworkers, somebody from another department sitting there, and she was talking to my boss, and she was like, somehow I came in mid-conversation, and she was like, so do guys ever cry? Like, is that even a thing? Like, I don't think guys cry anymore. And my boss literally looked up from his desk and looked at me through the doorway and was like, Scott literally just came in here 2 days ago, a fucking wreck. And I was like, I didn't know that y'all knew. My face was just bloodshot red, and like people kept like talk. And what's even worse when you're not doing okay, and like you shouldn't keep the shit in. You should you should talk about it. And like there were a couple of guys at work that like I confided in, and like I had a conversation. I called Joe on the way to work because I'm like, and like Nikki being the best fucking person on the planet was like texting me every 20 minutes, like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I'm fine. And she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like. And it's like, it was just like, she's so fucking big now. And like, she's asking me all these, she actually started kind of like asking me questions, like little by little, you can tell she didn't want to dive straight in, but like, she was just asking me little questions.
She's at that age now. Yeah.
Yeah,
She's
man.
curious.
And like, she wanted to know a little bit more about her dad. And like, there was stuff that like, I'm telling her and she was like, really? And I'm like, you have no fucking idea. like I even told her at one point, I was like, baby, like, I know you don't get it. And she was like, I don't. And I was like, no, like, there was a time we couldn't go anywhere because of your father.
Yes.
Like we would be bombarded if we went anywhere. I'm hiding in fucking aisles at Rite Aid because I saw
nigga going to the mall with his hoodie up and shit. Like, and it's a takeoff hoodie. Fuck it.
Yeah. Because I see like 5 people walking around with takeoff hoodies. I don't recognize them from Adam, but I'm like, I know if they see me, they're going to talk to me.
Yep.
And not that I fucking hate people. I'm just like, not right now, man.
Right.
I'm just tired.
Nothing beats the little girl like walking past Smurf in the mall, like trying to film him from the side while playing Bowie's songs. Just walking past. I was like, Smurf, look.
So, and then the time that I had to ride with Smurf because we went and popped up on a fan for like her birthday or some shit, and
I remember that
she
shit.
couldn't fucking breathe when she walked outside, and like, so yeah, like I'm just telling her about it because now like those people are now like her friends as parents, so they don't get it. Like her little friend circle doesn't really get it, And so like I'm just like, like some of your friends that you go to school with right now, their parents would be going insane right now, if they were here. Like, you're Cap's daughter. Like, it would just be this big fucking thing. So, it was the, like, probably biggest bittersweet moment I've had in, like, the longest time. It's like, it almost feels like an honor because he was my best friend that now, like, his daughter being, like, grown to an extent. Like, she's a young woman now, and, like, she was like, I want to go with you. And, like, not a crowd. Like, I went and picked her up, just me and her. We went to the cemetery, and we just talked for almost 2 hours. Brought her home and we just hung out. But then on the like the flip side, it's like things could have been so different. Like,
absolutely.
It's like that one crack in the concrete and now the entire street's changed. You know what I'm saying? Like
absolutely.
It's wild.
Yeah.
But shout out to that entire family because they're all fucking awesome. So I'm gonna get emotional.
Keep it together, Scott.
Keep it together. But before we go on, let's see if we have any
Top fans, here's all the people that like our shit. It's top fans. If you ain't on this list, you can suck our dicks.
Respectfully. Okay, so for 2 years, we have Mr. Jason Dufresne, Mr. Larry Frederick, and Mr. Devin Whitmore. And then for 1 year, we have Mr. Ian Swamp Thing Nicholson. That's it. Sorry, Oren. And then for 10 months, we have Mr. Matthew Lazara. And then for 8 months, we have my guy, Mr. Danny L. Ford II. Sorry. For 1 year, we have Mr. DJ Obi-Wan. Sorry, they got it all mixed up, bro. Sorry. He's not there. I don't know what's going on. Yo, check Lolo, bro. Last time we said something about it, Ian suddenly popped back up. Now you're going.
Maybe someone has a password.
Maybe it's Nicole. And then for 8 months, we have Mr. Matt Tranchina.
Haven't had him on the list for a while.
And then for 7 months, we have straight man, Mr. Kenneth Harvey Jr. And then for 5 months, this is so fucked up. For 5 months, we have Mr. Joshua Payne. And then for 3 months, we have Mr. Keaton Goldchuck and Miss Kristen Wilson. And then for 1 month, we have Mr. Bright fucking Broad and Miss Chelsea Lynn and Miss Victoria Shelby Cogan. And then for 1 month, we also have Mr. Fayaz Marzouk. We need to get him back in here. And then for 3 weeks, we have Miss Eleni Michelle and the God himself, Mr. Trey Ray Flint, Futon Master. And then for 2 weeks, we have Miss Bianca Murray. Y'all are doing fucking great. This is the most top fans we've ever fucking had. But then also we have...
Calm down, because then we're going to have to start giving y'all shit.
That's facts. And now we have a voicemail.
Voicemail.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo-doo. I hate that he knows. Like you do the same fucking mumbling every week. Calm down, Rich Homie Quan. All right.
The squeak.
What's the squeak? Okay, so let's see. What are the fucking... Where are they at? Oh, there they are.
They're right there.
Hey, my friend. Sorry, the fucking internet's
Hello, darkness,
trashed.
my old
Okay. And again, we have Mr. Dorian DJ.
What it do, Hangover Pod fam? We in the house.
What it does, cuz?
Nope, we not in the house.
Oh, it just paused because of my shitty internet.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I'd have laughed if it just went completely silent again because this is a 2-minute fucking... God damn, bro.
What it do, Hangover Pod fam? We in the house once again. First of all, shout out my little baby cousin. Damn it, I can't call you baby cousin. Shout out my little cousin. 500,000 streams in this bitch. It's not a game. It's chess, not checkers. We taking over. What? Not for real. Good shit, cuz. Secondly, R.I.P. Tina Turner, man.
We getting there, bro.
Icon is gone. Although I must admit, my catalog probably won't suffer much.
Facts.
But yeah, she's out of here. And
Damn.
on another show this morning, there was a discussion. I won't give no names. I ain't promoting nobody else shit. This is y'all shit. Shout out Breakfast Club. Jess Hilarious was saying that she dabbled in some gayness a couple of times, but she's claiming straight. And the discussion came up whether or not, you can do some gayness and then just kind of go back, cross that line like you straight. I know women can kind of do that shit, but I think as a man, if a man come tell me he did some gay shit, then you're probably going to be gay to me from now on. Doesn't matter how many girls you sleep with, you still always got in the back of your mind, yeah, but that one time, remember when you... Anyway, what do y'all think? And lastly, Scott, I got something special for you. You ready?
What's poppin'?
Maybe I don't give a shit. Maybe I don't remember the last time I blew my nose either. Who the fuck are you that I should remember you? What? You think you like me? You ain't like me, motherfucker. You a punk. I've been with made people, connected people. Who you been with? Chain snatching, jive ass, maricon motherfuckers. Why don't you get lost? Go ahead, snatch a purse. Come on, take a fucking walk. Name that movie. Peace.
I'm sorry, maybe we got off on the wrong fucking foot here, but I'm Benny Blanco from the Bronx. Come on, man. Carlito's way, baby. Carlito's way, baby. You think you big time? You gonna fucking die. Big time. Appreciate you, though, cuz. Appreciate you. Don't fucking play with me. Oh, man. But yeah, number one, we got to start there. Rest in peace to the queen that we always knew was a bad bitch that could take a punch. Miss Tina motherfucking Turner.
The queen of rock and roll.
Oh, you heard?
And I ain't talking them British niggas with the big teeth.
Coat in your throat before you did that?
You seen her, huh? Cheater.
I just took a bite of my freeze
I
dried
bet that should have been good. You take the shot of tequila while chewing on
Probably. I thought about it literally as I was swallowing.
Yeah.
That's
Poor
typically
choices.
how it works.
But
You're so funny.
but yeah, bro, while we was, and like, you don't put it together,
What do you mean?
the scope of greatness.
Oh, yeah.
But like, we were sitting in, like, it's like, they get mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, Tina Turner, like the queen of rock and roll, blah, blah, blah. But like we talked about a little while ago with like my generation, people start to forget. Like,
Right.
bitch, I do this. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So like, while we was sitting in the bar the other night, they were playing a bunch of random music videos on the TV. Mm-hmm. Suddenly, out of nowhere, they put on like a full performance by Tina Turner. In the later years, like I turned and looked at Nicole at one point. I was like, "How old is your grandmother?" And she was like 80, and I'm like, "She's like 83 here,
Yeah.
and doing this shit." Like, could you imagine your grandmother doing this?
I mean,
I can't see my grandmother doing
She
it.
didn't get the title the queen of rock and roll until she was like damn near in her 40s.
Fuck.
She got a very late start to her solo career, but still like went through the roof. You know what I'm saying? Because she already had that good base.
Right. And I mean, she is definitely one of those that like at the very end when it's all said and done and like you just look back on their fucking incredible career.
Facts.
And you just like, oh fuck, I forgot about that. Yeah. Like, so God rest the dead, Tina Turner, you lived life. Rest easy, baby.
What's love got to do with it? Got to do with it?
What was you walking around the house singing?
What's love but a second-hand emotion?
What was the song you was walking around the house singing the other day? Rolling,
Oh.
Rolling down the river.
Do, 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 do.
She couldn't do much anymore, but she was still up in that. She just kept hitting that. I'm about to fuck these motherfuckers up. But on the other topic that you brought up, since we're closing in on Pride Month,
Technically, by the time this episode airs, it should be. Well, no, because we come out Monday.
But the thing was, he's on the phone. But the thing was, okay, if you ever did any gay shit back in the day, are you gay? So
Scott's like, I'm not wearing this Batman symbol for nothing.
It is a horrible double standard. But yeah, women can get away with shit like that because men find it dope.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I have heard the opposite from the opposite sex, where it's like, if I found out a dude did some gay shit, I don't want nothing to do with him.
Right.
And okay, I make a lot of jokes. If we're being, by definition, if you're fucking women, you're not gay. But if you're blowing a dude,
You're gay.
you're gay.
Yeah.
So if you were a teenager, whatever the case may be, and like you experiment, I know guys that did that. Like they experimented
Yeah,
once
I'm
or
about
twice
to
when they were
say
young.
they always say that the motherfuckers be going to colleges and experimenting. And when
one-
I went to college, I was like, yo, these niggas really be trying that shit. What? Just for the fuck of it. Just like, I think I'm gonna go fuck a dude. What?
See, I don't know anybody that went that far.
Sir.
I just know a guy that like they got a little touchy. They got a little touchy.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, right.
Your fucking hands
Don't
off me.
fucking touch me, motherfucker. But
I am a board table.
But yeah, the guys that I know that like went through anything like that, like they experimented they didn't have full blown sex with another dude, but they got touchy.
Right.
And like now they're married with kids and like all that, and no, like obviously you're not gay, but you gay as fuck.
Like if your wife ever find out, she gonna call you a dick sucker. Like, yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Anything wrong. Not saying anything's wrong, but you're a dick sucker.
Call it what it is.
Right. Spade is a spade is a spade. A dick sucker is a dick sucker. It's a dick sucker. You suck the dick.
The sky's blue. I drive a Rogue. Nicole drives a Honda. You suck the dick.
That's it.
It is what it is. What you think, baby?
I mean, the word bisexual
You ever
exists.
peeled back
That's
some
a big
flaps? You ever peeled back some flaps, Nikki?
And I
got some
feel like
Has he ever asked you to peg him? Anybody? Not me. Anybody. We're not talking about me. Anybody else?
She's about to look at the camera. Yes.
without naming any names. Yeah.
I ain't pointing no elbows.
no. No.
No.
No what?
No pegging.
No pegging.
Oh,
well,
no.
I mean, I don't know because the one that I did
Why
date
you
didn't
hesitating?
come out until
Why you got a hole in your
after we dated. So
Oh,
technically,
you didn't know till after y'all broke up?
correct.
Oh.
Correct. And I was
See,
very upset with him that he didn't trust me.
How
with
did you
that knowledge.
feel? Did
Finding
you,
out about it?
Did you feel like? Did you feel
I
less
still
of a woman?
continue to fuck him for 2 years.
Damn.
Thanks.
All right. Well, I mean, but did you feel less of a woman?
No, if anything, it now gave me double the work to be not jealous of, but like,
Oh, like now you got to keep niggas and bitches off.
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah. Yeah.
Now we walking around the mall. You see him looking at another dude. And you're like, great.
So it's funny because
Scott walk in, he like,
during our relationship, he had some gay friends, and I remember feeling like he was attracted to one, but I was like, I mean, he's never told me.
Yeah.
And so it was very funny after the fact. I was like, so I was fucking right. They say trust your fucking gut. I should have trusted my gut.
But you
not
didn't
that
care.
Not that it wouldn't have mattered. No.
No,
but,
it's
so
never
this is
that
the
it
thing
matters.
with that.
You want to know.
Is that when girls are like, oh, no, that's disgusting. I feel like it's because their dude might be the pegger. I mean, the like
bottom?
The penetrator. No, the top.
Oh.
And they personally do not want to do anal. So they're not going to want to be. That's what I'm
like
thinking.
they just think anal's gross altogether.
Yeah,
type
like
shit.
they don't personally want to do anal. So they're like, I don't want to date a guy that.
Sticks his dick in butts.
Yeah, because clearly it's a lot tighter than the vagina that I have.
I mean, if we're being honest, any butt's gonna be tighter than that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Throw me one of them smoky thingies.
Which one you want? Do you want the coffee? Or
I don't want the
black
coffee. I don't want the coffee.
But I mean, I do agree that if you've sort of, I mean, I get experimenting, but if at one point you were like, I want this dick in my mouth, chances are you probably.
I've never had that sensation.
See, in every and I hate to be this guy. I really, but there's no other way I can say it. So y'all don't hate me for this gay community, please. But every gay guy, well, every bisexual guy I have has like the tendencies of like a feminine gay guy.
Yeah, very feminine. They're usually very feminine.
I'm about to say, I've never seen a bisexual dude that was like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I have. I've met gay dudes that
I met gay dudes.
Oh, gay, okay.
Dudes, not bisexual dudes.
Gotcha.
That's why I can't say that, like, just because you try some gay shit, you're not gay.
Mm-hmm.
Because all the bisexual dudes I meet is like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Feminine. Very effeminate.
But, like, a very good friend of mine, her older brother's gay, and he's, like, literally Scott. Like, Walmart shirts, jeans all the fucking time, some Crocs.
I was about to say, people have
scruffy
asked me if
beard.
Scott is
Yeah, I was
gay.
saying, that's
so
not
I
a
feel
great
like that's
example
not a
because-
good
He is not the stereotypical gay. You would never see this dude and be like, yeah, he's gay.
No, gotcha.
Not at all. And then he tongues down his boyfriend and you're like, oh, shit.
Damn,
Sorry, sir.
And then, like, next thing you know... So, wait. Is a gay dude smacking his boyfriend on the ass the same as, like, Nicole grabbing my crotch in public?
I don't know. Or is it the same as you smacking her ass in public?
But we don't do that.
You lying.
I'm not.
You lying.
I don't
I've
think
seen
so,
Nicole
that
tell you plenty of times, stop it. We're in public.
No.
You don't get what I'm saying. You don't get what I'm saying.
A gay man slapping another man on the ass is because he
That's where he
penetrates
puts
that
it.
area.
That's where he puts it. So is
But she doesn't penetrate your penis, sir.
But if he's slapping me on my ass, is
Wait,
it the
now it
same?
just got confused.
Yeah, now I'm confused. Now I'm confused.
Okay, would a gay dude smacking his boyfriend on the ass be the same as me grabbing Nicole's crotch
Yes.
in public?
Well, no, he would have to grab the ass. He would have to like cup and like reach in between the crack and shit.
Sorry, guys. For all the people that just put their car in park, like, yo,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
I think people have
hold
tuned
up.
out because they're like,
These
I don't
niggas
want
seen the
these
tip
ideas.
drill video from BET Uncut. You seen Nelly swipe that credit card in that ass. That little flick I just did wasn't nothing. That lady damn near spit out hundreds once he swiped that card in there.
Which I always loved that was the thing because it was like, wait, you didn't get anything. Like, you didn't actually get tipped.
If anything, you got scammed. Nah,
So you just shook it for nothing.
nigga just put some plastic in between your ass crack and you just gave it all up.
It was fun aesthetically, but financially, it didn't make any sense.
Fucking shit. Shout out Tip Drill.
You know what I'm saying? We just ruined so many fantasies.
There's a stripper right now going, I'll be goddamn.
You mean to tell me that didn't really pop up in my Venmo?
It's Cash App. She a stripper. Come on
True,
now.
yeah, you're right.
Have y'all seen the new White Man Can't Jump yet?
No, I haven't got around to it.
Bro, that movie should have not been that funny. Shout out to Jack Harlow.
So it was good?
That nigga did a good job,
So
bro.
many
He was
people have been
funny
hating on
as
it.
fuck. I don't know why, though. I was in my room weak, like crying. He did a fucking good ass job.
Because, like, Jack Harlow is one of those people that's naturally funny.
Yeah. You can tell he's got like a very little dicky
Like,
vibe.
can keep a straight face and, like, make a joke. And, like,
Yeah.
But then when you start laughing, him look at you confused. Like,
Why was
why
so
is that funny?
Right?
Like, whenever, like, I love that moment when, like, Lil Nas X was, like, giving an interview on the red carpet and Jack walks up. Lil Nas X looks Jack Harlow in the face, looks back at the camera and goes, bro, please don't do no gay shit. Lil Nas X is looking at Jack Harlow like, don't do no gay shit, bro. Stop being sus.
Did you see the bloopers Lil Dicky posted from when he was on Dave? Jack Harlow, because that was like
I've still never watched
Jack
Dave.
Harlow's thing when he came into the game. They was trying to say that he was the cute Lil Dicky.
Okay.
So Lil Dicky took the opportunity to play on that in his TV series. So they end up meeting at like the Met Gala, and of course, it's beef. You know what I'm saying? Because one looks like the other. And fucking Jack Harlow goes up to Lil Dicky and goes, "You stink, bitch." I lost
it. And why is that so funny?
It's not. He like sniffed him and goes, "You stink, bitch." I like that.
Oh, fuck. Anyway, moving back.
Nikki's like, "This is why I watch TV with you."
Correct. Yes.
I tried to put on Oz earlier, and Nicole was like, "Why are you doing this? Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "It's such a good fucking show."
Have you not watched any of the Dave series either?
I've never watched it.
No, we haven't.
Oh, man.
And not by like avoidance of
Yeah.
it. We just
It's funny as fuck.
It's literally like we're talking about it right now, and I'm like, "Fuck, babe, we gotta watch that." And then tomorrow, when we're like, "Fuck, we got nothing to watch," it won't even pop in my head.
Yeah.
Like until you bring it back up, and then we're gonna be like, "Fuck."
That's how it was for Joe and D-Ro. Just one day, I just put on the first season while we was all in the living room. They was like, "Oh yeah, you did say this came out," and stuck on it.
So wait, isn't that scene? I think it was definitely the first season where he's rapping in the studio with YG. Was that in Dave?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I just remember that freestyle he did, and it's like Dickie's already a funny fucking dude. Like, just naturally.
Yeah.
And then he starts rapping, and you're like, oh, fuck. Like, I forgot you did that for a second because you're funny.
Yeah.
And then, so we definitely need to watch
He said that
shit.
in a recent interview. He was like, I've just been so involved with doing, like, writing for the show, and then, like, the only time I've been able to really give people music is in the fucking show. He was like, I'll write, like, some little quick freestyles or, like, perform, like, a feature that I just did with somebody in the show and include them in the show. I was like, that's the fucking probably the most genius thing I've ever fucking heard of, because I'm going to get that song as soon as I hear it.
Right. You stink, bitch. Come on, babe. Find the humor.
If you seen it, you probably laugh.
No, because
I'm
I'm just imagining the confused look on Lil Dicky's face. Where he's like, and then Jack Harlow. It's just his face. You stink, bitch. Oh shit. All right. Anyway, but to put a fucking pin on it, by definition, if you're fucking a chick, you're not gay. But you're gay, bro.
But by definition, if you've sucked a dick,
you
and you happen to be a man,
you can't unsuck that dick. I'm
exactly.
sorry. Oh shit. But so like if you found out that I did gay shit, it wouldn't bother you?
She's like, I've already found out.
She's
fine.
She's like,
I've had a child with you. It's
she's
fine.
like, I've been suspecting it our entire relationship. Like, dude, like there was that time that like she can't, and like I really don't care. There's no shame in my game. Like there's been a hell of a bunch of times that like, and it's not even like a gay thing. It's just Nicole tries to be funny and like grab my butt, and I'm just like, stop it. Like I just tighten, and like it's like trying to break in a vault. So I'm
it's like someone violated him as a child and he doesn't want it to happen again.
But she's
I'm
still,
telling you, man, high school locker rooms are motherfuckers.
but she still will like come home and just be like, yeah, so I was talking to one of my coworkers, and they were like, do you think Scott could be gay? And she's like, oh, I've thought about it. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
I tell people I wouldn't be surprised if it came out.
Because of the amount of times that we'll be sitting there talking, and I'll be like, God, Angelina Jolie's fine as fuck. And then she'll be sitting next to me, and she'll be like, yeah, but Brad Pitt's fine as fuck. And I'm like, yeah, he is.
See, it's funny how many of my homies, old ladies, think that they could possibly gay because of you, D-Ro. I'm pretty sure Vix and Smeck Smurf's probably gay.
The white boy fun is real. And sometimes we take it too far. And Joe is involved in white boy fun more than he should be as a black guy. Oh, shit. Anyway, also, speaking of gay shit, We went to Target today, and Nicole, what was on your mind when we went to Target today? There was something in particular you wanted to see because it has been making a fucking shitstorm on the internet.
Oh Lord, I know what you're talking about.
The swimsuits.
No, I'm not.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Apparently, in the Pride section of Target, which by the way,
No, that's what I was about to get to.
West Bank Target, trash.
I was about to say, let us know if y'all...
There was like one thing of some random ass outfits. Like that's all. That's all I saw. But like in these people's TikToks, like Target has a whole fucking section. And I'm like, what the fuck is our Target doing wrong? First off, but
Not enough gays in our Target.
I was about to say, if that is what people are getting pissed off about, dude, it was one rack of clothes.
so no, in the TikToks, it's a whole.
Okay.
section.
Well, that makes
but
more
it's
sense.
in the women's section, but it's a whole section. Like there's baby onesies, there's like all these other sort of things. But there's this bathing suit, this lovely bathing suit. It's a bikini, and people are losing their minds because one woman said that it was in the kids section, which it was not. People have literally gone to the store and been like, look, it says it's an adult section. It's
Right.
an adult bathing suit,
Right.
but it's a the top has binding effects. So it like makes it look like you're flat.
Oh, it flattens the
Yeah.
tits.
And then the bottoms have
They're tuck
tucking.
friendly.
They're tuck friendly.
That's
So
what
you
I
can
remember
tuck
reading.
things.
That they were tuck friendly.
And so people were losing their minds because they were like, "This is in the kids section." It is not. It is an adult.
So was it a
swimsuit.
set?
It was a bikini set.
So correct me if I'm wrong here. Typically,
So
binders aren't tuckers,
well,
and typically tuckers aren't binders.
Facts.
So what is the purpose of this?
it was a
Target?
bikini. So I guess
You
you
niggas is
could,
reaching.
it had a tucking effect, but that doesn't.
No,
I don't know,
it
really.
was tuck friendly. Like I
Yeah.
remember that was the quotes.
So like you
So if you tucking, it's
Right.
here.
yeah, but I guess you could have put another top with it.
Maybe it was
I don't
separate.
know, to be
Maybe
honest.
it was a separate set.
Yeah, maybe.
Like I mean, you could buy each piece individually.
oh, okay.
okay,
So
okay,
They
okay.
just matched.
right.
Gotcha,
Okay.
gotcha.
So it's kind of like, I'm assuming if you want the binding effect, you could still get the bottoms because they were kind of like just regular bottoms that you would want to wear. But
Like,
technically, if you're
like bikini bottoms,
that's what I was about to say.
I was about
So
to say,
they were
'cause-
high waisted, but they were bikini type. But if you're binding, most of the time
You
you,
don't
want
want-
shorts.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want a bikini. I didn't think about that.
Yep.
So I guess you would do one or the other depending on
Maybe that's where the outrage comes in at.
No,
Binders and tuckers are like, this is not the same thing. This is not.
but I just find it hysterical that people are like boycott Target because they're shoving this in our children's faces and brr, brr, brr,
Bro.
like all this other shit. And I'm just like, do y'all not like realize that gay people have kids?
Right.
Like
This is no longer the
you don't
1950s.
have to buy it because it's there. Like
Right.
there's fucking
Dude,
MAGA
these-
hats that exist. That doesn't mean I buy them.
Right.
Like if it doesn't suit you, don't buy it. But they're not shoving it down kids'
And what's even
faces.
funnier is like when we see the MAGA hats, we walk past them.
yeah, we don't.
Right.
We
well,
went into a store during the Trump era in Washington, D.C., and they had an entire fucking thing full of Trump hats. And like, oh, we went to the other side of the store and bought what we wanted. Like, I don't get why like the snowflakes are able to do shit like
Right.
that. Like,
Yeah, it was. But people are losing their mind over Target and trying to boycott it because they have Pride clothing for Pride Month, and
That was like the guy that went in there and like fucking broke up the display and like threw it across the store. and
yeah,
shit.
I remember that
but
shit.
yet we're their snowflakes.
Where are the snowflakes? But I mean, like my biggest thing is they're just like they're shoving it in kids' face. Okay, then don't go to Target for the month of June.
Right. Go
Go for the
Walmart.
month of July when they're gonna have all of your 4th of July America gear.
Lord.
You know,
But I need to go check out another Target because I wanted to see.
we gotta go
what-
to the superstore in Metairie.
Yeah.
They don't need to go to my fucking store either because during Pride Month we put up a big fucking display of
The rainbow guitars.
every color guitar, the whole rainbow, right at the front door, and we light it up with big rainbow lights.
That's sick.
I wish I had a bunch of dicks I could just put them up there and just
Dick pics.
look at it.
Look,
Pride.
that's what y'all need to do.
You fucking-
Just get some dildos with the suction cup.
right.
Inside.
Just
Turtle. Make guitar picks. in the
guitar dicks.
No, make guitar picks in the shape.
I was thinking it.
Guitar picks in the shape of dicks, and you
Exactly.
call them dick pics.
Look at me.
Hey,
Look at me.
edit that shit out. They're not taking my fucking idea. That's $1 billion idea.
Only sell them during Pride Month.
Only sell them during Pride Month. So that way the fucking...
I'm ordering the laser printer tomorrow.
Oh man, but yeah, like I really had my moment where she was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go." Like we had to go get other shit from Target too, obviously. But she was like, "I want to go pass through the gay section," and I'm saying that with air quotes for those listening. And like we literally got there, and it was one rack of clothes.
Right.
And I was like, "This better not be
the gay section."
Like when people are losing their like you could avoid that better. You could avoid that easier than you could the AT&T people.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like it was easier to avoid that rack of clothes.
We had to find it.
And the way like that, like them fucking AT&T people hunt you down.
Facts.
But I literally
this rack of clothes is gonna just stay right there.
I literally just right. I literally saw this person like FaceTiming his wife, and like she answers, and she was like, "Hey, how are you?" And then you hear the person on the other, like the person in the store talking, like, "Oh my God, I'm doing great, especially with all these deals we have going on." Right, and I was like, "Bro, what are you doing? She's gonna fucking kill you." She didn't come to Target specifically to avoid this bitch, and you were like, "Let me FaceTime my wife." Oh Christ! But yeah, so that. Oh man, I can't wait to like watch my friends list go nuts. Because I saw one the other day, and it was them talking about apparently Target partnered with a Satanist that designs clothes. If you want to Google that real quick. And a lot of people, again, lost their minds. This one I get a little more than most because, like, Target's supposed to be a friendly store and, like, partnering with a Satanist. But apparently the person isn't, like, outwardly Satanist. Mm-hmm. They're like, that just happens to be their religion. Kind of like how most people don't know what my religion is, don't know what your religion is. Like, they're not just walking around looking like Marilyn Manson, throwing like every piece of clothing they make.
Just walking around.
Yeah, right. Like, not every piece of clothing has like the 3-headed goat. Like, it's just regular clothes. The person just happens to be a Satanist.
Right.
And of course, people lost their minds about that. And like, I see this one person share it, and they're like, "Look, I'm not trying to start an argument. I'm just wondering why this is such a big deal."
Right.
And there were people in the comments where they were just like, "Oh, well, because like we have to protect our children." And the girl was like, "Well, it's not like they're shoving it in their faces." And the person responded, "They are shoving it in their faces. And like, we need to protect them. And we need to," and it's like, bro, kids aren't stupid.
Right.
Like my son has the like self-preservation IQ of a cantaloupe. Like he will walk off of something and like almost kill himself on a daily basis. But he can still look at that round rubber thing and go, ball. Like he knows what it is. And like as he gets older, it becomes your job to just be like, "Look, if you're gay, if you're straight, if you're this, if you're that, I will love you no matter what. But I'll never blame if one day, like, the door flies open and Grayson goes, 'Hello,' and I'm going to be like, it's because he's watching fucking Bluey." Like, it'll never happen. Like, I don't.
Call Q up like, "Hey, yo, you got to stop coming to my house."
Like, the fuck? Like, me and my cousin grew up the exact same.
Right.
And now she likes chicks. Probably because dudes ain't shit. But
it's facts.
I'm about saying she's doing pretty fucking good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've got two cousins, twins, grew up same ages. Well, they're a little bit older than me. They're probably like 3 years older than me. But grew up same upbringing, you know what I'm saying? Outside all the time, riding bikes, four-wheelers. These motherfuckers used to be outside, riding a four-wheeler, barefoot, covered in mud all goddamn day. Now, they're women.
Yeah. And what happened?
Nothing.
What happened to them that like you happened to not be in the house that day and the gay bomb went off and they got infected with the gay gas? Like I don't know, man. Like I feel like we have to have this conversation once a month and it just gets old. It's like, dude, now you're just raising like you're repeating the cycle. Like there's just gonna be another generation of kids that grow up and call people the F word and like just it's too much. Like we don't need to do all that.
So I'm not really seeing much about like it's not calling it out for like being satanic, but I'm assuming that's so. This guy, he's a trans guy, and he got like 3 items in the Pride collection at Target, and then like within days of them being in the Pride section, I'm assuming people found out he was
Satanist.
Yeah, and so then he started receiving like death threats and yada yada yada. Oh wait, that's a good one. But then he ended up
Death threat.
That's a great
Target.
fucking death threat.
It says right-wing group takes aim at Target for offering Pride themed merchandise. Oh, where'd that thing go? the latest in promoting demonic paraphernalia. That's what apparently it was. But anyway, so they pulled the. I'm trying to find pictures of it. They pulled his stuff.
666 over dicks.
That was a good one.
That would be amazing.
But he said that was the best thing that could happen because people have been buying his shit
without Target. Hey-o.
Like crazy since he got pulled. So one of them, oh no, is a shirt that says Satan respects pronouns.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, now, okay.
I don't know if that's one that was at Target.
That can't be a Target.
I hope it was at Target.
That can't be a Target.
But holy shit. This one says cure transphobia, not trans people, with the little it looks like the little nurse's pin.
Yeah. See, I mean, if that was in Target, I don't see the issue.
Yeah.
But
so apparently he's been saying that's what's best for it looks like it might have been the Satan respects pronouns one. Oh no. Target's partnership with the Satan. Yeah. Okay. So I can maybe.
So they partner with him.
I don't think anything that, you know what I'm saying, granted, that's your religion, whatever. But I don't think it should be promoted by stores.
I think they partnered with him to do some of his clothing, but I think he also sells those shirts.
Right.
Okay. That might have been.
Yeah. So that might have been.
It wasn't that it was in Target. It was that the person that they partnered with also sold those shirts. Right. I mean, yeah, I can understand that because also you have to remember that Satanism is also more vilified than anything else. Yeah. Even the people that because you hear Satan and you
even
stop
motherfuckers in the KKK is Satanism is intense.
Right. And I've met Satanists and they're the nicest fucking people. They're so cool. And and that's when it's even me, the most accepting person on the planet.
Right.
I'm but you worship Satan. And they're it's not about worshiping Satan. It's about individualism. And it literally says in the Satanic Bible, do not hurt anybody unless they hurt you first. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm okay, sounds more peaceful. The amount of wars that got started over Christianity.
So, question, why Satan? Couldn't you just be a Buddhist or something?
Well, because apparently God got to write his book. We didn't get to hear what the devil had to say. God hates the devil, and he's just and the devil's apparently being the bigger person, and he's just hey, if you're going to talk that bad about me, I got nothing to say to you. You know what I'm saying? I heard that from Jim Jeffries, and I think that is the greatest explanation ever. The devil's being a bigger person because God's oh, the devil sucks. And he's you know what? If you're going to talk about me like that, I have nothing to say to you, sir.
I thought we were friends.
You mad because I went and got another job? Okay.
Oh, you mad because I found my own shit and decided your rules fucking sucked.
I was having this thought the other day. I wanted to put this on Facebook and see who I could piss off. But I really, really feel we made a bad decision in the Bible being the greatest selling book of all time when the Greek mythology book clearly exists.
Absolutely. I studied Greek. I studied mythology in college as a minor. And the Greek and Roman mythology is fucking mwah. I learned more life lessons in there than I did fucking the Bible.
I'm talking to my partner. He's Greek. And I'm yo, can I, because I'm stupid as fuck. And I'm can I ask you a question? So do y'all really believe in the Greek mythology stuff? Is that y'all's Bible? And he's no, we're Roman Catholic pretty much. So we believe in the same God in the Bible and everything.
Right.
I'm yo, that's trash.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that I would be that you would be yeah, Zeus is king.
Yeah. I pray to Zeus every night.
And when I'm
lightning bolt hits my house.
When I'm having a bad day, I call upon Achilles or Hercules to help me out. Thor is OG, love him, but Athena's sexier. You know what I'm saying?
Thor is Norse.
Whatever.
Yep. Norse mythology. That'd be people in Denmark.
Whatever. But I really just can't help but feel where did we go wrong in the sense of they had a Greek mythology book and then they had the Bible and people were yo, this one dude that did magic tricks is so dope. Fuck all of these other ones.
Hey, yo, Zeus can throw lightning, but did he ever turn water into wine?
You know what I'm saying? He walked on water. Come on.
I ain't never seen Neptune do that shit.
It's no, it's you don't want to read the Justice League. You only want to read Superman.
That was fucking great.
Oh man, that pissed me off. Cause what's the God of War?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Oh,
Was it Ares?
Kratos.
No,
Oh no, like
asshole.
Ares. Yeah.
You piece of shit. Fuck you. Oh yeah, but it's like you're reading about Ares, and then isn't it his son that's Achilles?
No.
All right, I'm not doing this.
No.
There's so many.
Achilles is a demigod, but not Ares' son. It's Athena's son.
Athena's son. Okay,
Yeah.
but then like you got fucking Poseidon. The Greek Bible literally has an Aquaman.
Yeah.
Like we're not.
Facts.
We're like Jesus. No, I'm not gonna do this. I'm gonna stop right here. I'm gonna stop on my head.
I mean, you know, there was literally battles fought for these people to keep their gods, and they lost.
Yeah.
That's why they always talk about the power of the Roman Catholic Church. Because these niggas been doing it since like the Dark Ages.
Trash, man. Like I remember like my entire childhood I was in Catholic school. And then like one day somebody like I had to do like a book report on like Greek mythology, and I bought the book and I'm like, yo, this is dope, son. Like, dude, literal superheroes.
Yeah, facts.
Man, we need to switch it up. Like, we've done 2,000 years of this. Let's mix it up a little
Go
bit.
back to worshiping Zeus.
Or whichever one you want. There's 100. It's like, yo, could you just imagine walking down the street and just being like, yo, like, who you rocking with? And it's like, yo, fucking Poseidon, B. Like,
It's gonna be that one lame nigga. Oh yeah, I'm rocking with the fruit god. The what? Yeah, the fruit
yo,
god.
he's very.
I'm vegan.
If you think about it, he's very underrated. Like, he's actually the fruitful god. But, you know.
Everybody on Bourbon Street worshiping Bacchus now.
God, I would love that. Especially because we're the one that's below sea level. So, like, everybody traveling to New Orleans from, like, all these different regions. And then they get here and they're just like, oh, wow, they have such a strong Poseidon presence. I got to be one with Poseidon.
I was about to say, naturally, that would have to be, like, our local god because we're fishermen.
And I'm okay with it.
Ports and shit.
And I'm okay with it.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Have you ever seen the movie Poseidon?
Yeah.
The cruise ship?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen one movie with the thing?
You ever seen Troy?
No.
You've never seen Troy?
No.
With Brad Pitt as Achilles?
Oh. Is you sure?
Positive.
Oh, no, because he played
It was the Battle of Troy.
He played Alexander the Great, too, huh? Didn't he?
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because he fucked a guy in that one.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I remember looking at Brad Pitt a little suspect after that. Then he got with Angelina Jolie. I was like, oh, yeah.
Nah, he not good. But yeah, Troy's like how 300 I said earlier is like, it's got so many awesome quotes.
Mm-hmm.
Troy's got 10 times the amount of quotes.
Interesting.
Men don't, wait, what was it? Lions don't concern themselves with the opinions of men. When Achilles was about to fuck him up. Hector! No?
It's been a while.
What?
That's crazy. All them wild ass Greek names and then Hector.
Wait, you know, like he was like when his cousin dies and he's really fucked up about it because Hector killed his cousin and he's like all emotional and shit and he's like looking around. Where is Patroclus? I'm sorry, did you say Patroclus? That's like 3 names, cuz. You will still be my enemy in the morning. You're still my enemy tonight. But even enemies can show respect. And then they started fucking. Yo, that would have been a wild ass porno, bro. Anyway, but yeah, come on, Target.
Stop being gay.
Get it together. Stop being so fucking gay about it. Stop being such Satanists. Okay. So the other question that was posed this week, because I noticed that he brought up the Breakfast Club's question. The question that was posed this week was...
You look like our kid today when he was having a tantrum.
But the question was, should you cut off all family members when you end a relationship?
Like of the other person?
The opposite? Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no, not like if me and you break up, I stop talking to my mom. Like,
I was confused.
like if me and you break up...
You weren't specific. I
You're
want
right.
you to be specific.
So, like, if me
for
and
the
you break up,
peoples.
should I never talk to anybody in your family
You
again?
would never talk, but not because
You better
I'm
talk
telling.
to them niggas now.
You would be like,
First of all, me and David are going out. We going out, son.
Okay.
We going to drink.
your,
Anyway.
your family already likes me more than you. So
Oh yeah, like at this current junction,
Right.
If me and Nicole break up,
Well, I feel
she
it's
will
di-
still be
I feel
considered.
it's different though because y'all have a child. Like
Yes.
my dad's mom still loves my mom. Like
Yeah.
they talk all the time. Like my dad's sisters talk to my mom all the time. But I'm pretty sure it's because they have a mutual relationship. And granted, they love each other very much.
Of course.
But I'm the mutual factor.
Yeah, that's a big one.
But if you ain't got no kids together, fuck them people. I don't talk to none of my ex's families. None of them.
So like, you never gained like any real relationships during the relationship.
Now you got to understand, majority of the relationships I've had in my life have been with white women. So I've already stepped into this. You know what I'm saying?
And they didn't want
on a very thin
Thanksgiving
line.
was already awkward.
Yeah, I was talking about the stuffing and the potato salad. They ain't like that shit. You know what I mean?
Do better. Just do
Just
better.
take the raisins out the fucking potato salad. That's it. Make fucking goddamn macaroni that don't have breadcrumbs at the top. What is this weird ass shit?
But I mean, like, all right. So as far as my exes go, I don't think, and like, I don't want to get too ahead of myself and somebody be like, what the fuck? I don't think I still have relationships with like anybody's family or like anything like that, but it's still love. Like,
Right.
like if I see
it's
you,
no beef. Yeah.
like if I ever see him like in public or anything like that, like we'll stop and chop it up and like, everything like that.
Yeah.
But I just think I happen to not really form those kind of relationships with their family members that would extend outside of a relationship.
Right.
Like now, if me and somebody were dating and I met you or Joe through that relationship,
Right.
then yeah, I feel like we would, because I mean, we clicked instantly and
Right.
like we've been friends for years.
Right.
So I feel like had I happened to meet y'all through a relationship, I don't think that this friendship would have necessarily ended
Right.
because that relationship ended. But I don't think that I've formed any type of relationship like that
Right.
in any relationship I've
No,
been in.
definitely not. I can't look back and see like any mutual people that I've met through the people I've dated that I've continued to stay friends with. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or held any type of relationship. Pretty much once I've cut them off, it's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else that follows, get your ass over there.
The weirdest one that I ever had was the mom called me like a week after we broke up.
Yeah, I did have that with one of my exes, but that was because she passed away.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So her mom did end up hitting me up, and we talked for like maybe like 2 hours. But other than that, like I said though, it was never no ill will. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, my ex's mom called me to tell me that we should get back together. And I was like, I finally had that moment. I was 16. I was an asshole.
Mm-hmm.
I finally had that moment where I was like, I can, like, we're not together anymore, so, like, I can say whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
I left her because of you. And she was like, well, I get that I can be overbearing, but it's just because I'm... And I'm like, me and your daughter dated for, I think it was like 8-9 months. I'm like, and we never had one day alone.
Yeah.
Because you insisted that if her and I hang out, it was at your house, watching a movie with you on the couch.
Mm-hmm.
And if we did anything else, it was with you. If we went out to eat, if we went to a movie, if we went and did anything, you came. Because you were so afraid that I would have came.
Right.
And so
I probably would have.
I probably thought it would have happened. What you think we did when she ran out to get something out the mailbox?
Quick, hurry up, let me put it in. I remember them relationships.
And now I'm sitting in now I got the blanket back over me like.
I'm bro from like 15 to
And then
like 19. Majority of my sex life was quickies.
And then something funny happened in the movie. You're like,
What is that? Somebody get a pillow.
I'm sorry. My hands jump when I'm excited. me the fuck out of here. What about you, Bay? It's fucking...
Let it rip.
As far as like
do you
family
have...
people's-
Do you have any friendships from previous relationships?
So I will say
Don't lie neither, because we know where them niggas live.
I wouldn't say friends, but like still like mutually liking and commenting on my ex's sister stuff for a while. And then like she blocked me once that ex got married.
Nice.
The fuck?
He was like, hey, yo, you got to cut all that shit out.
I don't know if, because I think I commented on something, and then one day I was like, I haven't seen her stuff in a while. Like, what's she been up to? I could no longer find her page, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cool.
Blizzard.
My ex's dad loved me. He used to hit me up all the time. He was very excited whenever he saw that we were pregnant.
Yeah.
He commented and was congratulating us and stuff.
If I remember, like, I never got to actually meet him, but, like, nice guy.
Yeah, he's super cool. And who else? The only friends that have ever stuck around upon me leaving an ex were there to try to also hook up with me. So once they got denied, they slowly dispersed as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the closest that I came... yeah,
you did.
the closest that I came to actually, like, having a friendship outside of the relationship didn't last, really, just because the friend was married to her best friend. Yeah. So, like, it kind of became a thing where it was like, sorry, bro, like, you can't come hang out at the house tonight because my wife fucking hates you because you and her broke up. Like,
I've been there.
yeah. So, but that sucked because I fucking loved him.
I've been there.
And I mean, like, he's come, like, I think we were like getting rid of shit in the house, and like he came and like got some of it, and like we've talked on it. He gave us a baby gift, like he came and dropped it off at the house. Like,
so does it count if y'all were in the same friend group already?
no, that doesn't.
I was about to say, because technically,
yeah, I mean, like you
technically,
literally.
I just lied the whole time.
No, because what I'm saying is, I think the question is more like, if you met these people through that relationship, and then it continued after the relationship ended.
Right.
So yeah, if like we were already friends before me and her started dating, then I would hope we're still friends
After.
short of me beating her. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm not against it. I've never been like, I now can't be friends with this person because her and I broke up. Mm-hmm. It was more of a, thank God we broke up because now I don't have to talk to this bitch anymore or this person anymore.
Right.
Or we were never really cool to begin with. You know what I'm saying?
It also is like, if you were around that person enough that you developed a relationship, it's probably because they're around your ex that much.
Yeah.
So unless you plan on being around your ex a lot, you probably won't get the opportunity to hang out with that person.
Yeah.
Right. Have y'all ever had the situation of having mutual friends as a relationship, and then something happened and they have to pick sides and nobody picks your side?
No, I've never been there.
Any person I've dated has been like completely not in my friend group at all. It's been a rando.
Right.
Technically. Well, technically 2 exes ago, that particular person was roommates with my cousin. She was pissed.
Mine have always been friends of friends. Like, not in our friend group. It's just that one particular friend was friends with that person. I met them and we started dating.
Right.
Yeah.
Example.
Should have went and ran and got G-Man. Example.
Yeah. Sitting there with one of my friends, and I'm like, yo, who's that? While we're sitting at Vinny's sports bar.
He's like, oh, I know that bitch.
Who's that over there? And he's like, well, I knew that because he was, his aunt was playing pool with her.
Oh.
And I was like, yo, who's that right there? And he was like, Nikki? You're not goofy enough for Nikki. And I was like,
do you know who I am?
what? Me?
Now, let me go get my clown nose.
You know I got 6 in the car.
Oh, to go back on that day and go
Fucking
home.
walk away. Mutual hate. Anyway. But yeah, so I mean, I think that's kind of like my stamp on it is like I've never had a good relationship with somebody and then cut it off because me and the person broke up. If anything, I've been more relieved that now I don't have to deal with these certain people anymore.
Absolutely.
Like my ex's family were literal like vultures and just horrible fucking people. And like I was forced to hang out with them on a very, very regular basis. And like as much as I liked her, it was such a relief once we broke up that I no longer had to deal with them.
I think it's also like us now have been together 5 years. So I feel like it's a little different now because it's our longest relationship.
But I also feel like my family has accepted you more than they ever accepted
not
me.
family-wise, but like friend-wise. It's like clearly we see Turtle and Joe, well, sometimes Joe, every weekend. And so it would be weird if we split and then I no longer got to see any of them.
I've already accepted if anything ever happened between us, like I know now that like I would have to get used to the idea of Brett also hanging out. And like not even in a way that I'd be like he tried to fuck her.
Right.
Like I just really know that he would be like, Nicole, I'm having like relationship issues. Can we talk?
Right.
And like if anybody were to come to me and be like, bro, Brett was talking to your ex old lady, I'd be like, I'm sure.
I know.
I'm sure. Like their little brother.
I was talking to him and he hung up to answer her phone call.
They're literally like, if anything, like really aside from a beautiful child, a great home, and like everything else that we've accomplished, you got a brother and sister that never wanted each other out of this fucking like.
Right.
It's like the little sister he never wanted.
Right.
And like they love each other. It's beautiful.
I'm pretty sure there's some that would pick me.
I mean, I
Roberto.
actually had that situation. Like one of my homies, he was with a girl for like 10 years, damn near 11 years. And for like the beginning of their relationship, he was like off at boot camp. So she was kicking it with me all the time. And then after that whole 10-year relationship, I haven't talked to her since. And we were tight.
Like on
we was
purpose?
Cool. That I just, you know what I'm saying? No reason to.
Yeah.
In my personal opinion.
Well, that was like one of my best friends when he was married. It became that thing where I would go over there all the time. I would help babysit their kids. I would sleep over there. Well, like when I didn't have a real job, I was there every fucking night.
Right.
And like we had this weird moment where like she kind of tried to like subtly turn me against it, like get information out of me.
Right.
And I shut it down.
Right.
And like we kind of had this moment where she was just like, but me and you sometimes hang out more than you and your friend do. And I was like, but don't get it twisted.
Yeah,
like,
don't get it
had
fucked
y'all
up.
not been married, we wouldn't be friends.
Right.
Like, you didn't even like me when y'all first started dating,
Right.
type shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So it's like, I have loyalty to you in the sense of you're his wife.
Right.
And you're the mother of his kids.
Right.
Other than that,
Nothing.
I got nothing, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
And that was literally my same situation. Like you hanging out with me all the time, so you're not at home alone crying because this nigga's gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm making sure my end as a
my
homie is
friend's
taken care of.
girl is good.
Right.
Yep. So, Little Mermaid opened up at $95 million.
Let's go, nigga mermaid.
That was Turtle. That
Oh,
was
they know. I was on camera.
Okay, good. That was not Scott. I just got to reiterate. That
Nigga,
that was
nigga,
not
nigga.
Scott. Still not Scott.
Nigga.
Still not Scott. I had to draw the line when I saw that the horse that carried Ariel and the Prince was black. I had to draw the line. I had to draw the line right there.
It's too
All right.
much.
Now y'all blacking out the whole goddamn movie. All right? Did you get to see it yet?
No, I did not.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah.
Would you go to the movies to see it?
No.
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 And
Disney
not
Plus all the way.
Not for any actual like. I'm just not going to see the Little Mermaid.
Yeah,
videos.
it's not because I'm mad because she's black.
That wasn't my
or
movie.
Because the fucking Poseidon's
If we
Puerto
can-
Rican or none of that shit.
Or the crab's ugly.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna watch it on Disney Plus. I don't care about none of that shit.
Idea.
What?
you go see your scary movie Thursday.
I'm with it.
Which one?
If we can find the same
Boogeyman.
time.
I'm coming.
The new Stephen King movie.
I'm coming.
Let's go. Side
If
note.
we can find the same time, I'll go watch The Little Mermaid.
Side note. She was like, "Do you really want to go see that movie on Thursday?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going to see it on Thursday." Like, I'm texting Brett because that's our movie buddy.
Right.
I'm texting him like, "Do you want to go on Thursday?" And he's not answering me directly. And I'm like, "I'm going on Thursday. Are you coming or not?"
He's waiting to see if Nikki's gonna chime.
I was about to say, I'm about to be like, "Yo, my seat's F6. See you there." Like, or not. I'm going. And finally, she was like, "Let's watch the trailer. Like, let's watch the trailer so I can see if this is something that I'm interested in going to see."
The app is not letting me pay my mortgage.
Wrong time. But like, I put on the trailer and like we're laying in bed. I got the lights off. We're sitting there watching the trailer.
Right before bedtime.
It was 15 seconds in, and she was like, "Absolutely not." Like, no. So finally, the trailer ends, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, "You don't want to come see that with me?" And she's like, "Absolutely not. I'm not going to see that fucking movie." I got so close. We were touching noses. I was like, "Remember this the next time I don't want to get on a fucking roller coaster."
Not the same.
100% the same. You can die on a roller coaster. You're not going to die in a movie theater unless you're in Aurora, Colorado.
Roller coasters do not give you nightmares.
Depending on who you're talking to.
Bitches.
I'm laying in bed just trying to go to sleep and
Wakes up on the floor.
I thought I was on the velocity coaster. Oh my God.
I'm never riding the mummy again.
As soon as my eyes close, your soul is mine.
Throws the baby.
First of all, the baby's not in bed with us anymore. Oh man, it's been a while.
So you wouldn't see Evil Dead Rise, Nikki?
Oh, fuck it.
She wouldn't watch the comedy one, and I heard this one's gonna be straight horror.
It's already out. Evil
is
Dead
it?
Rise? Yeah. It's already out for you.
I've never seen any of them.
Evil Dead Rise, I would say, is a good start.
I've heard
It's the prequel.
I've heard that the Evil Dead series is
It's
a mix.
terrifying.
It's a mix. Well, they have the scary ones, but then I heard they also have some that are mixed with comedy.
Well, yeah, because it's like Ash versus Evil Dead, and like it's dumb shit. But the actual Evil Dead movies, nigga, that's probably the most scariest movies I have ever seen in my entire.
Okay, because my next question was if
And
you
generationally scary. Like I was scared at 10, I was scared at fucking 16,
And they've been putting out movies that
I guarantee
long.
you, I'm gonna be scared at 30. You know what I'm saying?
So would you? I was literally about to ask, like, scariest horror movie you've ever watched. Would you put Evil Dead in there?
I definitely put it there. Yeah, for sure.
Number one?
If not number two.
What would be number one? Was there not one that fucked you up?
I'm telling you, the one that fucked me up and like literally I had my grandmother pray for me was Paranormal Activity, nigga.
Oh God!
I'm telling you, dog, because I was the nigga that was sold on.
I was too when it first came out.
Because you got to remember, I've actually experienced Paranormal Activity
We're not
in
getting
my
into
life.
this again. We're not getting into this again.
You've heard the story.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody has felt the chills through the podcast. So when I seen the
Pass me
movie,
that shit. You giving me fucking.
when I seen the movie, I automatically thought, oh, they not bullshitting. This really happened, and this bitch is out here somewhere.
And they never found this bitch.
Exactly.
And then the sequel came out, and you were like, "Wait, there's more."
Right. There's a number 2. They found this bitch. They was able to get on camera again.
Now the fifth one's coming out. You're like, "Wait a minute."
Exactly. Yeah. By number 2, I was like, all right, I'm fine. But like after leaving the movie theater from watching Paranormal, because I had no idea of like the trailer.
If it makes you feel any better,
None of that shit.
They marketed it as a true story.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So I remember when I first went and watched it, I was like, "Oh wait, this is real."
Real. Right.
And then like somebody was like, "No, stupid." Like
Right.
Apparently somebody answered a Craigslist ad and got royally fucked.
Yep.
More than any other actor or actress ever has. Like,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that movie still holds the record for like the most budget to income ratio.
Yeah, because it only cost $10,000 to make the whole movie.
And it made like $100 million. And I think they only got paid like $300, $400 for their role.
Yep. Hey, got your name out there.
Nope. What have you seen either one of them do since?
She came back for the second one.
Yeah, the dude never came back. Like, fuck him. Katie's the bad one. I don't know. The Exorcist fucked me up when I was a kid.
See, and I was too pussy as a kid to watch that type of shit. So it was I was a teenager about the time I watched shit like Rosemary's Baby, The Omen, The Exorcist, all of that shit. So it didn't really faze me like that. Like I was like, oh, this is crazy, but it wasn't like.
I mean, Signs scared the fuck out of me. The idea of aliens coming.
Sixth Sense fucked me up as a kid.
Sixth Sense fucked me up. The Ring. The Ring fucked me up because I thought people were going to start coming through my TV.
I did it to myself. We watched it all in the same house. I told y'all we experienced paranormal activity in. So it wasn't a smart move. Like halfway through the movie, you know, there's some parts where the screen just goes black. My little cousin grabs my fucking leg because this is his first time in this house. This was actually for like my 14th, 15th birthday. That nigga snatches my leg and goes, D. I was like, what? He was like the little boy standing right behind me.
Oh my God.
I was like, nigga, just don't move. Ignore it. The screen's going to kick back on. He was like, I am looking at him in the TV.
Stop looking at him in the TV.
Oh my God.
I was like, just stop looking at him.
Oh my God. I'm getting fucking chills.
I got chills too.
Oh God. Insidious.
Oh yeah, that
The
was
first-
fucked me
yo.
up. That red face, the
Demon Darth Maul?
looking nigga. Nigga.
I know The Conjuring fucked with me because I remember hearing that story.
Yeah.
And then now, like, the Conjuring universe has just become a joke. Like,
The Conjuring fucked me up because the family in the movie, their last name is Perrin. Perryn.
wow.
I was like, nah, nigga. When we found out my family had to change their name.
All right, babe. Your horror movie selections.
She's probably gonna be like Freddy vs. Jason.
I don't even think I've seen that.
Oh, Scott.
With Kelly Rowland? Miss Destiny's Child?
You
Yeah.
gonna cut me with your little butterfinger hand?
I would probably say the original It.
Oh, with Tim Curry?
Sure.
Yeah.
The original, like, miniseries?
No, not the miniseries, like It, the movie.
It was a miniseries.
It was.
Yeah.
There was more than one?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like I thought it was just like a two.
Or did I just watch it on TV and it fucked me
I
up?
was about to say, yeah, you probably watched it on TV and it fucked you up because it was a 2 VHS like Titanic.
Okay, that might have been what it was.
Because that was how they got their shit off with the new It. That was how they was able to make a longer movies. 2 movies. Because in the original, they just made one long ass. I think it was like 3.5 hour fucking movie where they covered all of that shit. Unless it was a miniseries and they just put it out on VHS like that. Because that's how I remember watching it on a double VHS tape.
How many times did It come out?
Twice.
Yeah.
Okay, just make it.
Oh, okay. It was a miniseries, but it was a 2-part miniseries.
Ah, gotcha.
So yeah,
gotcha.
I saw it on TV, and it would So
Okay,
and then when it actually got released, it was in 2 parts.
Okay.
Yeah, when they were kids, and then when they were adults, just
right,
like
right.
now. But instead, back then they just released it as one.
Big VHS.
Yeah.
Got you.
And the one with the kid with the TV. With the
Poltergeist.
That's a good one. That one fucked me up as a kid, boy. I thought for sure I could not take a shit for like 2 months because I thought a snake was gonna come out the fucking toilet.
I would say those two are definitely.
Did you ever get to watch? It was a kind of like experimental horror movie that came out recently called Skinamarink.
No.
I watched.
Skinamarink-a-doo.
That's what it's based off of.
Skinamarink-a-doo.
It was like it's like
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
yeah. It was
White people.
It was uncomfortable. I think they just relied a little too much on, like most horror movies, you have that thing where it's like, here it comes, here it comes, here. Like even last night while we were watching the trailer for Boogeyman, like it got silent, and Nicole went, covered her eyes, and then it pops out. You get, "Rah!" And you're like, oh god, there it was.
You left that out when you were talking about watching the trailer, and I was like, good, he's not going to say
They relied on that a little too much, and it never came.
Got you.
And that it's like horror movie blue balls. Like,
Yeah.
come on, man.
Yeah.
Like, give me something.
See, but that's what I appreciate about the new horror movies that actually put in effort. Because the last 2 Scream movies I watched, which are really fucking good, like
Really?
they picked it up with the one
Spoiler
that just
alert.
recently came out.
When they killed Dewey,
Yes. That bro.
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 Do you know who we're talking about?
No, I don't care.
God damn.
First of all, like you got to remember
God damn it.
if you ever watch a Scream movie, Scream was made as a mockery of horror movies.
Right.
Yeah, I
So-
watched the first one.
Yeah, so like they've all kind of continued. Dewey was in the first one. He was the cop.
He was in the first 3.
Oh,
First 5.
is that who
No,
it was?
he wasn't in
He
4 and
wasn't?
5. That's when they dropped the ball. It was when they released 4 and 5.
Well, he
because
died in 5.
No. Well, by Scream standards, they picked up from.
God.
So there's 2 in the middle of 5.
Okay.
So there was a 4th one that was supposed to continue from the first 3, and they dropped the ball. And then they released another one that was Scream, just Scream.
Yeah.
And then they revamped it with 5 and
Oh,
6.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just remember watching. I didn't actually get to see the movie, but I just remember the clip where he stabs him, and it's like, are you fucking serious? Like,
Yeah.
I went and looked it up to like, really?
Yeah.
And then like it's just like stabs Dewey, and then like gets real close to his ears, like it's an honor, and then
Yep.
like
Because you gotta
what?
think about it. He's been the nigga to put a bullet in every one of these.
Every single one,
Every one of them. And
rookie move.
got your ass.
I gotta go shoot him in the head. Otherwise, he's not really dead. So that means he's not really dead right now.
Right.
What are you doing?
Shoot him from back here.
Yeah, right. Your gun can reach him from here, sir. God, like just the creepy fucking voice, and then he's like he's been in almost every fucking movie. He's the guy that's been there since day one, and then
But-
just shink. It's an honor.
But like I was saying though, like that's what I feel like they've done with the horror movies that are putting in a good effort. They're not giving you that expected scare. Like when the screen goes dark, the fucking door will just close and everything will be fine. But as soon as that bitch turns the corner, I got you.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
like, oh fuck.
Now
God
it's
damn it. Thought
now-
everything was fine.
But now, like the pause has become the new scary movie trope, where it's like they walk into the bathroom and they see the curtain of the shower, and they're like, oh no, and they get closer and closer and closer, and then
turn around.
that's become the new like
I appreciate that.
I'm like, yo, they're not going to be in the shower. They're not going to be in the shower. They're behind the door. They're behind the door.
Open up the bathroom mirror, close it. They're right behind.
yeah, every time. See, but that and that's
Even
the
in
ones that I'm talking
non-scary
about.
movies,
That's the ones that I'm
move
talking
gets
about,
you.
though. They trying to get away from that. You could see that because they had one of the moments in Scream where chicks looking in the mirror. You know, she's trying to. They just
Oh,
got
the red
she
herrings.
She gets a text message alert of her friend dying, and she goes, "Oh shit!" Closes the mirror, and everybody's like, "Oh, here's it." Okay, nothing. Walks out in the living room. She's like, all right, gotta get all my shit. Grabs the gun. As soon as the bitch reaches for the gun, turns around. Gotcha, bitch. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Fuck, I thought she was gonna save that bitch. Everybody that you think's not gonna die dies.
Okay, I like
Very
that.
Game of Thrones.
But like, what was the name of that fucking movie? The Devil's Advocate with
Yes.
Keanu Reeves
Yes.
and Al Pacino.
Yes.
The reason, like people nowadays, they're like, oh, fucking horror movies have gotten so. That's why you have to go back and watch the old horror movies
Yes.
because they couldn't rely on CGI.
Exactly.
They had to psychologically fuck you up.
Yep.
And like the Devil's Advocate, I don't even know if that was supposed to be a horror movie.
Nah, it wasn't.
It scared the shit out of
Yeah.
me.
Facts. Fucking facts.
And like The Exorcist, like they literally put them in a fucking freezer.
Right.
Because they needed the breath to come out. Like they couldn't CGI smoke coming out of people's mouths.
Right.
So they had to put them in the freezer
Right.
to make the movie. And like that movie, like you know how like people started making the joke, like I always thought quicksand would be a problem.
Right.
But now as an adult, I realize you'll never actually run into quicksand.
Right.
And if you do, just lay on your back. Like, you're fine. I literally thought, like, at any moment, you could turn a corner and become possessed.
Right.
Like, that's
Right.
what that movie did to
Absolute
me.
Fucking facts.
It's not October. Why are we talking about horror movies?
I don't know. How did we get here?
I don't know. The Little Mermaid.
That's so true.
Shout out
Makes
to Little Mermaid,
perfect
man. But yeah, like the Boogeyman comes out on Thursday, and
Do you have your ticket?
not yet. Okay. But I really, really hope that they find a way to not fuck up a Stephen King movie this time. Like, I feel like when you get a Stephen King movie, you either get one of the greatest movies ever made or dog shit.
And see, and I feel like that's where they be fucking up a lot too. I hope it's not one of those movies where they put all the scary shit in the trailer. Like the only scary parts is what they've shown you.
That's what they did. Like you're talking about Paranormal Activity. I remember Paranormal Activity 3 specifically.
Yep.
I went and like watched the trailer and was like, "This is going to be insane."
Yeah.
And then went and watched it, and literally everything that scared me was in the trailer already.
Yep.
And they tried a new tactic. They made a trailer with clips that weren't in the movie.
Yep.
So now you're expecting to see like, oh, what happens here?
Right.
And it never comes.
happens. Yep.
And they were like, we made the trailer with these clips because we didn't want to give away too much of the actual movie.
Yep.
And we're like, there's like a scene where they're doing like a
Marvel's
prayer.
been doing it since Guardian of the Galaxy 1. Fuckers.
But they're doing this scene. I remember in the trailer, they're doing the scene with the couple and a priest. And at some point while they're doing the prayer, the ghost comes and like knocks the priest out of his chair. And I'm like, yo, what happens? And like the little girls are doing Bloody Mary. And something actually pops up behind them. And I was like, oh, wait, I can't wait to see. None of that was an actual fucking movie.
Never happened.
Like, you pissed me off more than like I was, oh, thank you, Paramount, for not ruining the movie. It's like, no, fuck you. I wanted to see where this went.
Right.
But yeah, like I feel like with Stephen King movies, it's either hit or fucking miss. Like, you got The Shawshank Redemption.
Yep. Classic.
Considered one of the, critically, one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah.
The Green Mile.
Yep.
Need I say more?
Right.
It fucked up an entire generation of people.
Yes. Yeah. Especially everybody that had clown phobias.
It gave people clown phobias. Like a lot of people that I met, I'm like, why are you scared of clown? It. And then you got like Thinner.
Yeah.
Trash.
Yeah. Trash.
Under the Dome TV series.
Trash.
Like, it's one or the other. You either get
Castle
great,
Rock?
slow, but good.
Good. Yes.
We only saw the first season. We didn't finish 2.
Misery.
Classic.
Kathy Bates.
I watched it once, and then like 6 months later, I tried watching it again. Nicole was like, "We just watched this movie."
Every other week he's trying to he turns it on. Like literally every other day.
He's just trying to show
Every
you what
second hour of the day. It's that damn movie.
Do you like it?
Break your fucking legs with a sledgehammer.
You really don't like that movie?
It was good the first time. Now it's just like
do you like The
awful
Shining?
Production.
Awful production?
You know I don't like that filming like that where it's like like zoomed in on the face and it just really I don't want to say bad acting because it wasn't bad acting but it's just like
Ma'am, that was James Caan and Kathy Bates.
Okay, look I'm just letting you know that it looked bad.
Did you you and I watched Psycho. You had never seen Psycho before. It was the black and It was the black and white movie. Did you enjoy that? No?
I mean, yes, I did for it being what it was.
That's what I'm asking.
See,
now,
the filming is weird.
That was the movie that fucked up my mom. My mom still to this day, she's like, I won't watch Psycho. She was like, I've watched scarier movies, I'm sure.
Do you know?
I'm not gonna watch Psycho.
Do you know how ahead of the time that movie was?
Yeah, absolutely.
If you go back and watch the trailer, the girl, like the blonde haired chick, was like the leading lady, and she dies 5 minutes into it.
Yep.
That movie's been out 30 years. Don't spoiler alert me. 40 years, probably longer, 50 years.
But 12-year-olds going fuck.
All right. But like, yeah, so like that was the first time. It was also the first movie that ever had a flushing toilet in it.
Yep.
Side note. But yeah, like I remember like that was a big deal. It was like if you saw the trailer to the movie, everybody thought that the girl in the because she was apparently like some big star back then.
Yeah.
And they were like who's a big fucking female? Like Jennifer Lawrence is starring in this movie.
Right.
And then she dies 3 minutes in and you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
So where's this gonna go from here?
It's like Brad Pitt in Deadpool 2.
Boom. But we didn't know he was gonna be there.
Yeah.
What was it that we watched recently where the person died rather quickly?
Color Purple.
No,
How do you feel about them remaking that?
I think it's cool. It's been some years now.
Apparently, Oprah's behind it.
See, I as long as she's still tied to it, I feel like you can't fuck it up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because she was on it originally. You know,
Can she be in it again?
She was she would have to play somebody totally different.
Well, yeah, I figured that much.
Yeah, but like she was executive producer before, so I don't.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as long as
She
she's
can
in there
executive
now,
produce whatever she wants.
facts. She's fucking Oprah. She could executive produce my life, and I wouldn't even know it.
You would know it. What fucking movie did we watch? I was hoping you'd figure it out while Turtle was talking about The Color Purple. But how do you feel about how do you feel about remakes in general?
I like I said, I've never had a problem with remakes as long as the source material is true.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like I said with recently when we talked about the Harry Potter.
Before you go any further, the problem with that is you have something like Psycho, where that was made whatever fucking year that was, 60s, 50s, whatever it was, and it was in black and white, 2-hour movie, whatever you want to call it. And then in the late 90s, they remake it in color, but a shot-for-shot
movie,
remake.
Yeah.
People were like, I'll just go watch the original. Why would I even fucking...
Well, when I say true to the source material, I don't necessarily mean the original movie.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was saying,
Like the book.
Like I was saying with the Harry
Potter,
Potter stuff.
yeah.
Like I cannot see the same scenes I've seen in the original Harry Potter
That was a
movies.
mouthful. Yeah.
Right.
I could not see the same scenes.
I'm a rapper, is what I do.
You heard?
But I cannot see the same scenes that I seen in the original Harry Potter movies. And it, as long as it's true to the books,
Yep.
I wouldn't mind. Like, for the whole series, like I won't mind. Like, you made a good point with who's gonna replace Hagrid. Granted, you can't.
Yeah.
So, like, this new nigga's just got to be a good actor.
Yeah, that's
Like,
it.
That's it. Like, you can't replace the original character and put it in people's minds over the fan base years. But
At best, you're going to get a great second.
exactly.
Hopefully.
Exactly.
A great
That's
second.
like the same thing with the Heath Ledger and fucking Jack Nicholson effect on the Joker. We were hoping that he would kill it, and he did better than Jack, some people think. You know what I'm saying?
Most people think.
Most people think. But, but it was because he was true to the source material. You know what I'm saying? That's all I care about.
And like they're remaking Scarface.
See, that's one that I'm
But
a little iffy on.
the thing that they're doing
Because
is...
they've remade Scarface already.
Yes.
And it's a whole different movie from the original.
Yes. And that's why I think they're trying to stick to the idea that Scarface is an idea, not a person. And I don't know. It was like apparently one of the ideas was he was supposed to be a Haitian that immigrated to New Orleans, and he works his way up like with the New Orleans mafia and everything else back in like the. So now, as somebody when I watch movies in other places, I'm just as ignorant as everybody else. But now you're coming to my town.
Right. Absolutely.
So now it's like, are you going to stay historically accurate?
Right.
Or are you going to start fucking shit up and now I got to get on the internet and bitch because it's not called the French Ward, motherfucker.
Right.
It's the French Quarter.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, because I remember they did that with that video game they tried to make. And it was like, oh, this is fun. But why is the first mission he's serving people gumbo?
Right.
What?
Right.
Stop.
Right.
Come on, man. Like,
Right.
next thing you know, he's got the last name Devereaux. And it's like, French ass fucking last names. And it's like, so I don't mind remakes per se, but the problem is you always have to remember that what you do is going to be compared to the original.
Absolutely.
And like they've tossed around the idea of remaking The Godfather.
Right. Yep. That's a tough one.
Dude.
Yep.
Like some stuff I feel like you shouldn't touch.
They proved that with Superfly.
What's that?
Superfly the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So in the original movie from the 70s, Superfly is pretty much a black.
Yeah, blaxploitation. Yeah.
No, not blaxploitation.
You don't think so?
No, it's definitely a cult classic.
Okay.
Sure,
Okay.
For
Okay.
sure. It wasn't one of those comedy things. It was something that they took very seriously when they were filming.
Oh, my mind went
You
to
thinking of
I'm
Black
sorry.
Dynamite.
No, I went to Shaft. I'm sorry.
I mean, even then, that's not technically. It wasn't blaxploitation. They were being serious.
Okay.
They actually thought that's how a cool black detective would be in the 70s. just going around killing niggas and fucking bitches. You know what I'm saying? It's a bad mother, shut your mouth. I'm just talking about Shaq.
Ja heard?
You know what I'm saying? But the Superfly, it was like a classic 70s movie about this badass motherfucking pimp who ran his area. He ain't take no shit. He ain't talk to no bitches. He ain't play no games.
You heard?
Then they tried to make the same thing happen with a more modern version. And then he wasn't a pimp. He was more of a drug dealer. And he wasn't like a player like that. It was they took the same idea for the person and just shifted it to like a modern version. Like instead of a pimp, he was polyamorous. Instead of like this big gangster around his town for being a pimp, he was a drug dealer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it took a whole bunch of different routes, and a lot of people just was like they just took the same concept for the movie, filled it with more action, and hoped that it would sell. So I that's one of the things that I don't agree with. Like, so if you're gonna take the same concept for Scarface and just fill it with more drugs and action, then you might as well just be making another movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
How do you feel, dude, about remakes? Especially you being the Potterhead that you are.
I mean, I feel like we've talked about the Potterhead thing. Well, Potterhead, the Harry Potter thing, like every show since it was announced. A little bit. It's the same thing. Same thing with Turtle said. As long as they do it right, it's fine. I'm nervous to see it. It's gonna. I feel like people are probably gonna get through the first season and hate it, and it's gonna take a little bit for people to get adjusted to the new characters.
They're gonna hate it because of the original movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
I'm
like
looking forward to it as long as they include things they left out in the original movies.
Just don't make fucking Harry Potter like a black lesbian or something.
Like me and one of my coworkers, one of my black female coworkers were having that conversation, and she was like, "I don't want a black Dumbledore. Like, don't do this.
Right.
Like, we don't need wokeness. We don't need that. We don't like just make a fucking Harry Potter series that we deserve.
Right.
Y'all are saying one book per season. Let's fucking do it, man." Like,
Let's fucking.
I don't need a black Hermione. I don't, like, if it makes sense, cool.
Right.
If not, don't do this.
Right.
Like, so, and I mean, as a not Potterhead, like, I feel the same. I'm totally cool with them having more diversity in the cast, but like we talked about many moons ago, in regard to like Miss Marvel, it was like, I don't want a black Hermione.
Right.
I want a Hermione that happens to be black.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine.
Right.
Just do better.
That's how. But going back to that, we were having the same type of conversation. I think that's because we got on it about the Harry Potter series, and then it led to the Little Mermaid. I was like, I've said the same thing. Like, I don't like blackwashing movies. But if she just so happened to be the better actress, and she was black.
Yes.
Then that's fine. Like, don't go into it being like, no, our Little Mermaid has to be black. We've got to find a black girl. Let's get some black girls lined up. Like, no, you just brought a bunch of random women into a room and the black one won. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's fine.
Because I don't mind remakes. Fuck. What kind of black were you growing?
You zoomed it at him.
I did not. Please don't fall again. Like, your track record is
I got a big head, little arms.
So, Ice Cube. What time are we at?
An hour and 53 minutes.
Okay, we're almost done. Ice Cube came out and confirmed. In case she gets pregnant again.
Does it set you off? It sets me off. That's why it's out here and not in the bedroom.
I get it.
That's a thing?
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay, because she told me and I thought she was just being over dramatic, but if more than one person says it, I guess.
Have you not seen Diary of a Mad Black Woman?
No. I've seen every other Medea movie except the original.
That's not the original. The plays of the originals.
No, obviously, I meant the movies.
That they were movies, but they were also plays.
I'm talking about the Hollywood movies.
They were for Hollywood.
I've never seen any Medea movie until they announced Diary of a Mad Black Woman, and that was the first Hollywood-produced movie.
Okay.
You know, because if I can watch a comedy where I can also pray,
Hey,
That's all I need. In 90 minutes.
Gospel there, you know what I'm saying?
What was it?
I fast forwarded it every time they started singing on any Medea.
Wait, what was it? What was it Boo, a Medea Halloween movie or whatever?
all those are my favorite.
Bro, motherfucker coming down the stairs like, don't you bring your ass down.
But he's smoking the weed on the couch. And he said, don't you bring your ass
Don't you bring your ass down here.
Don't you bring your ass down here.
Don't you bring your ass down here, clown. Anyway, what was I talking about? Fuck, that fucked me up. Ice Cube talked about why Chris Tucker turned down Friday. Like, finally confirmed why he turned it down. Religious reasons.
I thought that'd been the thing.
Oh, a lot of people were saying that he turned it down because of money.
Oh, okay.
And because of like a bunch of other things. But Ice Cube basically came out and just said, like, yeah, like there's 12 million stories out there, whatever the case may be. He was like, but the real one is we offered him $12 million for next Friday. And he said that he couldn't do it because he didn't want to be smoking weed, cussing, and like doing all
portrayed
this
like
stuff.
that no more. Yeah.
And then he followed up with, I'm glad he turned it down because we got Mike. And I think Mike's funnier.
Oh, now, I mean, hey.
I don't think Day Day's smoky.
Day Day is not smoky. Now, don't get me wrong. As far as like an off-the-cuff actor, improving, Mike Epps is probably funnier.
Okay, yeah.
We've seen Chris Tucker stand up.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's cool.
I've seen plenty of Mike Epps stand-ups, and that shit is funny.
Yeah.
And he's got a couple that fell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Everybody's got their stand-ups.
Chris has had like the Def Jam episodes and then that one special. You know what I'm saying? And he was funnier on Def Jam than he was after he got woke religious and then decided he wanted to start cussing again because his grandma passed away.
Yeah.
Like, let's call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying? Like, it hindered his career by not taking that role, in my opinion.
I only disagree because of the Rush Hour series.
But that's it. Like, you could have had another series under your belt. The franchise probably would have been bigger because he had the Rush Hour 2 the Rush Hour franchises.
Like, I recently finished The Office. I've never watched it from beginning to end. But apparently they wanted to cancel it after the first season. But they kept it going because he had just filmed 40-year-old version.
Yep.
And they were like, we know this is going to hit, so we know people are then going to become interested in The Office.
Right.
And it ended up working out like that exactly.
Right.
So I understand that concept, and I am curious what those movies would have been like had Chris Tucker stayed because Smokey was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
The character as a whole was perfect.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you still love Day Day.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it would have been a loss either way. Like we lost because we didn't get Smokey back.
Right.
But we would have lost if Smokey we never got Day Day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
I think the entire concept of the second movie wouldn't have been what it was.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Could have potentially been worse.
Possibly, because if you think about it, there's no real story plot without him going see his cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd just been another Friday in the same neighborhood, you know?
Although I would love the idea if they were like, Craig and Smokey got sent to Rancho Cucamonga.
Right, because fucking Smokey was running from Big Worm.
Yeah.
That'd have been fucking great. But, you know.
Yeah. Okay.
How the tables turn.
A man in Florida lost an arm after being attacked by an alligator outside a local watering hole.
You said enough. A man in Florida.
Apparently, he went outside to go pee in a pond, and the gator got him.
Vibes.
He was yelling and swimming towards the shoreline. I went and dragged him up onto the... So I've been watching way too much Discovery Channel. And now hippos scare me.
I get it.
Polar bears, bro.
Polar bears.
If it's black, fight back. If it's brown, get on the ground. If it's white, get right with whatever God you think of because you're about to meet them. Stop playing with animals. I think... Babe, you gonna see what time The Little Mermaid plays?
Yeah. Once you figure out what time you're gonna go.
Okay. What was that?
I picked up my glass and it spilled on me.
I thought you were about to throw the glass. I was like,
I picked up my glass.
fuck this podcast!
Aggressively, and it just yeeted on me.
Y'all got anything else?
I got pee.
I gotta sleep.
As always, thank you for your support. If you enjoyed the show, please rate and review on iTunes, Spotify, or wherever else you listen to podcasts. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, please go to www.thehangoverpod.com. Click the little red microphone in the corner. Mr. TRTL.
You can find me on IG.
In St. Louis, rolling on dubs, smoking on dubs, being bad, but puckle puff, sipping bub. And show the shrug.
That's how Nelly used to be in the booth, I promise y'all. But anyway.
With a Band-Aid.
On IG at TRTL __. Same thing on TikTok, on Twitter.
Oh, another shout out to you for another successful
Thank you.
freestyle.
Thank you. 5
that
weeks
I got
in a row.
mentioned in again.
5
I've never
weeks in
been
a row.
mentioned this much.
5 weeks in a row.
Hey,
Also on Twitter at Too Rare To Lose. Make sure you're doing your twos right. All other social medias,
TRTL. Miss Nikki P.
Mine's never that cool.
You gotta do better. NIKKI.
Make sure you're doing your K's right.
You heard?
Is it underscore, not a dash?
You heard?
You heard? NP.
And everybody go on Joe's Facebook if you got him, or Instagram at lay_average_JOBE and leave him an eggplant emoji.
It's JOBY now.
Oh, JOBY.
Because he got tired of people
Just go
saying
leave him.
Job.
Just go leave him a eggplant emoji.
Yep.
Just a bunch of them too.
Actually, don't leave him an eggplant emoji. You might think you're trying to flirt with him.
If you're a boy.
If you're a boy, just
If
be
you
like,
are the male. I was
If you're
going to
a
say
female, leave him
for
a-
station, but that's
Leave
not
him
the
a
word.
bunch of fleur-de-lis under his comments.
of what
If you're of the male.
species,
That's
sex,
not the word I was
gender,
looking for. Oh, well.
collaborative,
Sure.
conglomerate.
If you have a dick between your legs.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations.
Actually, that's
your
a poor
hands.
choice as well, also.
Yeah.
If you identify as a
Because
male.
there's a chick right now listening to this story going, yeah, I do.
Hey, that bathing suit is tuck friendly.
Oh, my God.
But always, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok at The Hangover Podcast. And, yeah, so thank y'all for the voicemails. Target, calm down. Or keep doing what you're doing. Whatever you want to do. Shout out to Tina Turner for being the queen of rock and roll. We love you forever. Polo G, just get some security. It's not cool anymore to not roll with security. The Little Mermaid. Fuck you, racists. You are gay if you ever fucked a dude, but you're not gay if you're still fucking chicks.
But you sucked a dick, so.
I don't give a shit if you hang out with people outside of your relationship after y'all break up. Smokey needs to come back for Last Friday if that movie ever does come out. And if you have a favorite horror movie, please let us know what it is, because I'm sure we'll read your comments and be like, oh, fuck, I forgot about that. You know what I mean? Just do it. Help us out. Give us content.
You stink, bitch.
Just woke up, couple bodies from the club dealing with this